In a modest hotel room in Manhattan, 1943, an elderly man lies dying. His final breaths carry secrets that could have transformed humanity. Around him, scattered papers filled with equations, diagrams, and three numbers repeated obsessively: 3, 6, 9. The maid who found him noticed something peculiar. Even in death, his fingers were positioned in a pattern. 3 fingers extended on his left hand, 6 items arranged perfectly on his nightstand, 9 steps from his bed to the window. This wasn't coincidence. This was Nikola Tesla's final message to the world. But what if I told you that message was never lost? What if those numbers, 3, 6, 9, are speaking to us right now, humming in the electricity that powers your home, vibrating in the device you're using, pulsing through the very atoms that make up your body? What if Tesla didn't just discover alternating current or wireless technology? What if he discovered the operating system of reality itself? For decades, scientists dismissed Tesla's numerical obsessions as the quirks of a brilliant but troubled mind. They cataloged his inventions, studied his patents, but ignored his most profound revelation. Today, as quantum physics peers deeper into the fabric of existence, as ancient knowledge resurfaces through archaeological discoveries, as patterns emerge that can no longer be ignored, we're beginning to understand. Tesla wasn't crazy. He was listening to a frequency the rest of us couldn't hear. The man who heard the universe. Nikola Tesla wasn't born, he was struck into existence. On a stormy night in 1856, in the village of Smiljan, lightning crashed as Nikola entered the world. The midwife declared it an evil omen. His mother disagreed. No, he will be a child of light. She couldn't have known how prophetic those words would become. From childhood, Tesla experienced what others would call hallucinations. Blinding flashes of light would precede his greatest inventions. He could visualize complex machines in perfect detail, rotate them in his mind, even test them mentally before ever touching a tool. But there was something else, something he rarely spoke about. He saw numbers differently. Where others saw quantity, Tesla saw quality. Where others counted objects, Tesla perceived frequencies. His obsession with 3, 6, and 9 began early. As a young man in Budapest, walking through the city park, he experienced his greatest epiphany about alternating current. But hidden in his notebooks from that time, we find something else. Pages upon pages of calculations, all revolving around these 3 numbers. He would count his steps in sets of 3. He would only enter buildings whose addresses were divisible by 3. If he walked around a block once, he had to walk around it 2 more times. His contemporaries saw madness. Even his closest associates worried about his mental state. But Tesla himself offered a different explanation. My brain is only a receiver. In the universe, there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration. I have not penetrated into the secrets of this core, but I know that it exists. And in his private journals, recently discovered in a Belgrade archive, we find his belief about how to tune into this cosmic core through the frequencies of 3, 6, and 9. The architecture of everything. Let's conduct an experiment. Take any circle, a plate, a coin, anything round. Mark it as 360 degrees, as humans have done for millennia. Now add those digits. 3 plus 6 plus 0 equals 9. Divide that circle in half, 180 degrees. 1 plus 8 plus 0 equals 9. Quarter it, 90 degrees. 9 plus 0 equals 9. Keep dividing. 45 degrees gives us 4 plus 5 equals 9. 22.5 degrees. 2 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9. No matter how many times you divide the circle, the sum always returns to 9. It's mathematical destiny. The Sumerians, who gave us the 360-degree circle, also gave us the 60-minute hour and the 60-second minute. Why 60? Because 6 plus 0 equals 6. Why does our day have 24 hours? 2 plus 4 equals 6. Why do we count a dozen as 12? 1 plus 2 equals 3. Our entire perception of time and space is built on a framework of 3, 6, and 9. But Tesla saw deeper. In his study of electromagnetic fields, He discovered that energy doesn't flow in straight lines, it spirals. And these spirals follow mathematical laws. When you map the flow of energy in any system, from the rotation of galaxies to the movement of electrons around an atom, patterns emerge. The same spiral appears in hurricanes, in seashells, in the growth pattern of plants, in the shape of your inner ear, in the double helix of DNA. And when Tesla analyzed these spirals mathematically, reducing complex equations to their digital roots, the same three numbers appeared again and again. Not occasionally, not frequently, always. As if 3, 6, and 9 were the only real numbers, and everything else was just their reflection, their shadow, their echo in the physical world. The Vortex Revelation. In a warehouse in Arizona, 1994, a maverick mathematician named Marco Rodin made a discovery that would have made Tesla smile. Working with what he called vortex mathematics, Rodin mapped the flow of energy in its most fundamental form. He started with a circle, placed 9 points around it, and began connecting numbers based on the simple principle of doubling. Start with 1, double it, 2, double again, 4, again, 8. Double 8 and you get 16, but in Rodin's system, you reduce to a single digit. 1 plus 6 equals 7. Continue the pattern. 7 doubled is 14, reduced to 5. 5 doubled is 10, reduced to 1. And you're back where you started. The pattern 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, and back to 1. An endless loop. But notice what's missing. 3, 6, and 9. They don't appear in the doubling circuit by starting with 3. Double it to get 6. Double 6 to get 12, which reduces to 3. You're trapped in a loop between 3 and 6. And 9? Double 9 to get 18, which reduces to 9. Double 18 to get 36, reducing to 9. 9 only leads to 9. It's completely isolated, completely unique. Rodin called this the fingerprint of God. He claimed that while the numbers 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, and 5 represented the physical world, the world of matter and motion, the numbers 3, 6, and 9 represented the spiritual world, the world of energy and vibration. They were the field in which physical reality played out, the stage on which the cosmic drama unfolded. When engineers applied Rodin's coil design based on this mathematical pattern, they achieved unprecedented efficiency in electrical systems. The US military classified some of the results. Private companies bought patents and buried them. But the message was clear. Tesla was right. These numbers weren't just abstract concepts. They were tools. They were keys. They were power. The sacred geometry of existence. Travel back 4,500 years to the Giza Plateau. 3 massive pyramids align with mathematical precision. The Great Pyramid's base perimeter divided by its height equals 2 pi. Its angle of incline, 51.84 degrees. 5 plus 1 plus 8 plus 4 equals 18, and 1 plus 8 equals 9. The King's Chamber resonates at 438 Hz. Plus 3 plus 8 equals 15, and 1 plus 5 equals 6. The Queen's Chamber, 132 Hz. 1 plus 3 plus 2 equals 6. Coincidence? Travel to Angkor Wat, to Stonehenge, to Machu Picchu. Measure their dimensions, calculate their proportions, analyze their alignments. The same numbers emerge. As if ancient builders across the globe, separated by oceans and millennia, were all tuning in to the same cosmic frequency. As if they all heard what Tesla heard. But you don't need to travel to ancient sites. Look at a flower, count its petals. You'll find Fibonacci numbers, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. But dig deeper. The angle between successive leaves on a stem, 137.5 degrees. 1 plus 3 plus 7 plus 5 equals 16, and 1 plus 6 equals 7. But this angle is derived from the golden ratio, and when you trace the mathematics back, you find it's fundamentally connected to 360 degrees divided by the golden ratio squared. And 360, as we've seen, always returns to 9. Your own body is a symphony of these numbers. You have 3 parts to each finger, 3 bones in each arm, humerus, radius, ulna, 33 vertebrae in your spine. Your heart beats in a rhythm that, when analyzed through Fourier transform, shows harmonic frequencies based on multiples of 3. Your brainwaves, when in deep meditation, often synchronize at frequencies whose digital roots are 3, 6, or 9. The frequency of manifestation. In a laboratory in Japan, Dr. Masaru Emoto made a discovery that sounds like science fiction. He exposed water to different frequencies of sound, then flash froze it and photographed the crystals. Dissonant frequencies created chaotic, ugly formations. But harmonic frequencies, particularly those at 396 Hz, 639 Hz, and 963 Hz, created crystals of breathtaking beauty and perfect symmetry. 396 Hz, the frequency of liberation from fear. 639 Hz, the frequency of connecting relationships. 963 Hz, the frequency of awakening intuition. All multiples of 3, 6, or 9. But here's what's truly remarkable. These aren't modern inventions. These are the solfeggio frequencies, found encoded in ancient Gregorian chants, in Sanskrit mantras, in indigenous healing songs from cultures that had no contact with each other. When physicists study quantum fields, they find that particles don't exist in definite states until observed. They exist as probability waves, vibrating at specific frequencies. And the mathematics describing these quantum states? Built on harmonic oscillators, whose fundamental frequencies, when reduced to their essentials, relate back to 3, 6, and 9. Tesla understood this decades before quantum mechanics was formalized. He said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." But he also left us the key to working with these forces, 3, 6, and 9. He wasn't just observing reality, he was showing us how to participate in its creation. Modern experiments in consciousness research show that when groups of people meditate on specific intentions at specific frequencies, random number generators start showing patterns. Crime rates drop in cities, conflict decreases, as if human consciousness, when tuned to the right frequency, can influence the fabric of reality itself. And the most effective frequencies? Those whose digital roots trace back to our 3 sacred numbers. The code awakens. We stand at a threshold. For over a century, Tesla's greatest discovery lay dormant, dismissed as the ramblings of an eccentric genius. But as our technology advances, as we peer deeper into the quantum realm, as we decode the messages left by ancient civilizations, the truth becomes undeniable. The universe isn't random, it's coded. And Tesla found the code. Today, quantum computers operate on principles that would have seemed like magic a generation ago. They process information not through binary ones and zeros, but through quantum states that exist in superposition. The most stable quantum states? Those that vibrate at frequencies mathematically related to 3, 6, and 9. Healing technologies using frequency and vibration are moving from the fringe to the mainstream. The military uses specific frequencies to accelerate bone healing. Researchers use sound waves to destroy cancer cells while leaving healthy tissue untouched. And consistently, the most effective frequencies share the same mathematical foundation Tesla discovered. But perhaps the most profound implication isn't technological, it's philosophical. If reality itself is built on a numerical code, if consciousness can interact with this code, if we can learn to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, then we're not just observers of the universe, we're composers. We're not just discovering the music of the spheres, we're learning to play it. Tesla's legacy isn't just the electrical grid or radio waves or any of his 300 patents. His true legacy is the key he left us: 3, 6, 9. The password to the cosmic operating system, the tuning fork for human consciousness, the bridge between the physical and the metaphysical, between science and spirit, between what we are and what we could become. The code isn't hidden anymore. It's everywhere. waiting for those with eyes to see and minds to understand. In every heartbeat, in every atom, in every spiral galaxy, the numbers sing their eternal song. 3, 6, 9. The rhythm of creation, the frequency of truth, the vibration of infinite possibility. Tesla once said, "The present is theirs. The future, for which I really worked, is mine." That future is now. The question isn't whether the code is real. The evidence is overwhelming. The question is, what will you do with it? Will you dismiss it as coincidence? File it away as an interesting curiosity? Or will you recognize what Tesla recognized? That these numbers are more than mathematics. They're a doorway, a tool, a gift. The universe is speaking. It always has been. Tesla taught us how to listen. Through 3, 6, and 9, we're learning to speak back. And in that conversation lies the next chapter of human evolution. The code is revealed. The frequency is set. The choice, as always, is yours. In that Manhattan hotel room in 1943, Tesla's final arrangement wasn't random. 3 fingers, 6 objects, and 9 steps. Even in death, he was teaching. Even in silence, he was speaking. And his message echoes through time, growing stronger with each passing day, waiting for humanity to finally understand. We are not separate from the cosmic code. We are expressions of it. And when we align ourselves with 3, 6, and 9, we don't just understand the universe, we remember.